Dear ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the analysis of YOLENO TV. I hope you're well from wherever you watch this channel. I'd like to start this session by appreciating you so much for making this channel grow. If you wish to support us, just subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. There is a UN food summit that is currently ongoing in Italy. So that summit was supposed to be attended by William Samoei Ruto, but due to unavoidable reasons, Rigathi Gachagua had to represent William Ruto. So there is a tweet that has been shared here, ladies and gentlemen, by a Twitter handler by the name Karen Wanjiku. And in that tweet, there's a picture that has been shared whereby in that picture, you can see Rigathi Gachagua literally being surrounded by empty chairs. So I want to share with you that tweet and that picture. But before I share with you those details, allow me to get you up to speed with this trip. So Rigathi Gachagua had on Saturday night left for Italy to attend a 3-day United Nations Food System Summit. The summit was scheduled to kick off on Monday, which it did, and it was to be attended by the Italy's Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni and the UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres. So other heads of state and governments, UN agencies such as the Food Agriculture Organizations and the World Food Programs, among others, were also expected to attend the high-level meeting aimed at addressing food security across nations, which they did. I saw a video where those diplomats and dignitaries attended. So in fact, in that, among the attendees, the Somalia president was also in attendance. So the DP, according to the State House itinerary, was expected to share details of the country's progress, that is Kenya, since school meals were rolled out in 1980, and as a result, he was to address measures to address the high cost of living through subsidizing production compared to consumption, because their agenda is about subsidizing production and not consumption. But that's not even important. What has caught my attention is this picture that I started by telling you. This picture that was shared on Twitter by Karen Wanjiku, who is a Twitter handler. So in the tweet, this is what it says. International delegates refuse to sit next to Kenya's Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua in Italy. Seems the good Molo polluted the air. And then if you check that tweet, then there is a picture that has been shared. In fact, this picture was shared, and at the time it was shared, it had received 183,000 views. So this picture, if you look at it very carefully, then you realize that Gachagua is seated there, and on his side, there are empty seats which are surrounding him. Looks like nobody wants to maybe share stories with him. But on the other side, you can see there are diplomats, you can see dignitaries overcrowded on the other side. So this is a symbol that this is not something that can just be ignored, because if you look at this other side, it's a very simple. You can check the table there. There are no papers. We could have said maybe someone had gone to the toilet, but if you look at it very well, there is no indication that someone was seated there on this other side, on his left side, and on the right side. In fact, this picture speaks volume, and it speaks for itself. That is a clear indication that maybe watu walimlenga. But earlier on, before this picture was shared, Gachagua had defended the food program here in Kenya, praising how the government of Kenya has provided food program to Kenyan children in public schools for free. And looking on, if you look at that video that I'm also sharing, the person who is seated on the right side of Gachagua is the Somalian president. And the expression, the expression on the Somalian president seems to be someone who is not buying the story that's being shared, of the success story that's being shared by Gachagua. So from what I see, if you check that video well, then you can tell that the Somalia president seems to be in doubt. Just check this video carefully, where Gachagua is unleashing those good progress details to the UN officials. But the Somalian president seems to be thinking beyond his nose and not buying the story.
Very pleased with the session that was here before, because in Kenya we have succeeded in having a very good and effective school feeding program that has doubled school enrollment, and when the children have been fed, the parents are able to proceed with their daily hustles.
So from that, you can tell that the expression of the Somalia president was one that told a different story. So I don't know, what do you think could be the reason why Gachagua was seated there but surrounded by empty chairs? One of the things could be because of the injustice that has been going on in Kenya. I want to remind you also, last week there was a bizarre occurrence where Moses Kuria was denied a chance to meet the US representative for trade, Katharina Tais. So maybe this is another way of telling this regime that, look here, you are on your own. So maybe what if Gachagua amegomewa na watu hawataka karibu naye because of maybe the remarks that keeps making, the hardline stance. So I think the international community are seeing this, are looking at this new government from a very close range. Na ni kama wamegundua kwamba he is one of the hardliner. Because you remember yesterday when Raila Moroni was giving out that press statement to the international community, he said there are people who are surrounding Ruto who are discouraging this progress. So maybe what Raila Moroni was saying is what we said in this channel about the siege on William Ruto. So those people could have laid a huge siege on William Ruto, so that William Ruto cannot even make any kind of talks with the other factions. You see, Raila is ready for a talk, but these people won't want that talk to be to happen. Of course, people don't want handshake. Nobody in Azimio want a handshake. Raila has made it clearly that he doesn't want a handshake, but he wants equal service to all people, including Azimio supporters. That is what Raila Odinga has maintained, and he said it publicly to the international community. So I think the message that was sent there by people refusing to sit next to Gachagua, according to that picture, maybe ni ili swala, bado ili swala ndo linachangia huko kwa sababu UN walimilika, the humanitarian wing of UN walimilika ile swala kabisa. So in a nutshell, we could be staring at a scenario whereby diplomats are shying away from associating themselves with Gachagua. Or what can explain what we just saw on the picture, where Gachagua is surrounded by empty chairs during that summit? What do you think? What can you say as regarding to that? I want you to go down that comment section. Just tell me what you think, where the message that is being there. You see, watu wa nje, hawa UN, US, hawa watu mboni kwa diaspora, wakiona kama wewe ufai, wataanza kukulenga. Kitu wataanza kulenga, hata salamu hawakusalimii. Kama vile Katharina Tais alikataa kumsalimia Kuria. Kwa nini alikataa kumsalimia Kuria? Kwa sababu Kuria ali-exhibit mfano ambao sio mfano wao ambao wanapenda huko US. Sasa Kuria hafai kumsalimia, hakufaa kumsalimia, hakufaa kuongea naye, hakufaa kufanya naye any kind of negotiation matters trade. That's why you find that William Ruto had to be forced to pick another person to be the go-between Kenya and the US in matters trade. So William Ruto made a different pick, a pick that was supposed to be Moses Kuria's, but someone else had to be picked. Just share your comments below the comment section. Also, I would like to urge you to also don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Don't forget to give this video a like, because if you give this video a like, it gets shared to other people. Also, don't forget to hit the notification bell so that every time I upload such videos, you will always become the first person to get notified. Ladies and gentlemen, stay safe, stay blessed until we catch up again in our next analysis.